be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. They are focused on really being productive in the red zone here today. That's been a strength of theirs all season because they have the best running back potentially in school history. He is on pace to break the school single-season rushing touchdown record today. So when they get to the red zone, I expect them to feed him the ball, make sure that he can dominate at the line of scrimmage and get down in history with another rushing touchdown today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Look out! Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Looking for space. It's Pryor. There he goes. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Gator. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. When that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. At the 35, he's got room. Off to the races to the right. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldog!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Straight ahead, it's Pryor. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line. The Gators will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Drops back on first down. Between the hashes, it's Pryor. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. In the red area, it's Pryor. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is ball.
Gonna have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They're facing a 3rd down. Inside. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse. He gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Turns up, it's Singleton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Can't get him to the ground. Makes a man miss. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Pryor. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run him again. Could be an alley. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might...
And he's in! Touchdown, Florida! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was number 1.
Running free. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Quarterback changing the play. The handoff. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side is Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's a give the ball. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Out wide left, it's Pryor. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Stepping to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Nittany Lions looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. First play from scrimmage here in the second half. And then it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Great place to start for this offense. Running the red zone. It's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second and long here. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. Under pressure. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Handoff, Frazier running left. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Delayed give. It's Pryor. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, they'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Drives inside. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Driving forward, it's Ball. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Touchdown, Florida! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Deep in the end zone, it's Phillips. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Moving to his left. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense napping there. Sneak the running back out of the backfield, see if the defense's eyes are maybe in the wrong place, but a great job. Everybody's staying home and then making a nice tackle.
Rush right in his face. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Handoff for Ball. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Jaden one more time. Turning it on! The 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Ball. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And they cannot afford to lose this guy. Such an important part of their running attack. We'll have Holly check on his status. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Pryor. Stop right there.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll send the back in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over.
Start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Frazier again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Handoff for Frazier. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Moves the pocket. It's Stockton. Turns it upfield. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Run in the red zone. It's Frazier. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
From deep, it's Boyd. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Left side, it's Mays.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man on the right. He is denied, stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. Coming out with it, it's Boyd. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give as they work on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Could not make his way to the corner. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Searching for space. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Making the adjustment on the play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dumps it to the back. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Upstairs, he's got it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sets his feet, it's Stockton. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
No good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.